Hello everyone! This video is intended to offer supplemental information for Project 1, the Investigative Field Essay. In this video, I'll go over the details of the assignment prompt, discuss the process for approaching this assignment, and explain the purpose of the assignment in the ENC 2135 course sequence. Let's get started. This assignment asks students to compose an investigative essay that explores the discourse of their declared or prospective academic major. The goal of this assignment is to help students become better, more engaged participants of this discourse community as they continue within their field of study. At this point, it's totally okay if students haven't identified their major yet. The assignment is the perfect opportunity to learn more about one that they might be interested in pursuing. Students will begin this assignment by developing a research question. Students will identify a contemporary issue or a topic within their field of study that they wish to learn more about. As a note, this is the same topic that students will follow for Project 2 and Project 3, so remind them to select something that they are genuinely interested in. Once students have identified their topics, they will form a research question that they really want to know the answer to. This research question will serve as the cornerstone of the investigative essay. However, I encourage students to think of their initial research question as a starting place. As they research, they'll likely continue to refine their question, narrowing or widening their focus in response to what they find. Students will investigate their research question by conducting primary and secondary research. For primary research, students will complete 2 interviews of participants in their field. This includes, but is not limited to, professors, workforce members, and upperclassmen in their field of study. At least one of their interviews must be either a professor or a workforce member. Some general tips for interviews. Students should start contacting potential interviewees early and have multiple options in case their first choices say no. Students should also offer multiple ways to interview, including by email, phone, or Zoom. If students absolutely cannot find 2 people to interview, they can use a pre-recorded interview or speech. In addition to interviews, students must also include a minimum of 4 scholarly sources and 2 non-scholarly publications that are relevant to their field of study. Scholarly sources should be peer-reviewed, cite multiple other academic sources, be published in journals or by academic university presses, be written by academics and other field experts, and make rigorous arguments. Non-scholarly publications include magazines, newspapers, encyclopedias, websites, news outlets, and similar sources. The FSU library modules are a great resource for getting started with secondary research. To prepare students to write their essays, this project includes an annotated bibliography. Students will summarize and analyze their data by annotating 6 potential secondary sources, 4 of which must be scholarly. Each source should be properly cited, and below each citation, students will include their annotation, which should briefly summarize the source and its main ideas, explain how they would use the source in their essay, offer an evaluation of the source's credibility, and tell how the source relates or does not relate to the other sources listed. At this point, if students read a source but decide that it doesn't support their ideas on their topic, may not be very relevant, or may not be reliable, they can still include it in their annotated bibliography, but they should be mindful of the need to replace the source with another that's more appropriate and/or trustworthy. Writing an investigative research essay means that students are not arguing or persuading. Instead, this assignment should investigate and explore a research question that students are genuinely interested in learning about, seek connections between their sources to draw conclusions and make claims, and organize and present their findings in written format, following academic conventions. It's important to keep in mind that students don't need to have all the answers here. Just offer what they've learned as a result of their investigation. Here's a basic example of how this project might operate. If my academic major is English, I might form the following research question. What challenges do writing students face with online learning? I would then use my 2 interviews, 4 scholarly sources, and 2 non-scholarly publications to investigate this research question. I would search for any patterns and connections between my sources in order to make my claims. For instance, that online learning presents challenges for accessibility, engagement, motivation, and communication. I'd want to explore each of these areas in my essay. This assignment is intentionally positioned as the first project in the ENC 2135 sequence. It's designed to enrich students' understanding of their declared or prospective academic major and to help them develop research skills. This project is intended to help students investigate a topic within a specific discourse community, while of course acknowledging that their academic major is just one discourse community among many that students belong to. It also provides foundational knowledge that will inform their other projects. This is sort of the what people are saying about their particular topic, and they'll go on to discuss how they say it and then put that knowledge into practice. It also allows them to develop the skills to conduct and use primary and secondary research effectively, as well as to develop the skills to locate, read, and engage different kinds of sources, and to practice writing with those sources in a variety of ways. Thanks for watching.